To give you some context, I'm a plumber's helper and only make $15 an hour. I work full-time and make about $500 a week after taxes, and then another $500 a month from online sales. My rent is $600 a month. I have a roommate, and my phone bill, car insurance, and storage unit bill are about $400. My car is paid off and is worth about $5,000, and I have about $1,000 in savings. It feels like I'm in a financial slump and having a really hard time getting ahead, even though I work as much as I can and put aside small amounts of money each week. I want to own a home someday, but at this rate, it feels like it might take a lot longer than I'd hoped. I know I could probably get a higher paying job, but I love what I do because I'm learning a very valuable profession. Unfortunately, in the area where I live, plumbers don't get paid very well, so even if I went to another company, I wouldn't make much more, and even if I did, my current employer's headquarters are very close to my home, making $15 an hour not that bad. Just looking for advice, thanks. Bro, you're already on the right track. Plumbing is a gold mine if you find a niche. I started out making $12 an hour and thought I'd never get out. Key: start looking at side jobs. Install a water heater. Unclog a clog. Local customers are willing to pay cash. Once you get your license, you'll be in control of your own pricing. It changed my life. Try to minimize your storage space expenses. That's $100 to $150 a month that you can put into savings or a fund for learning new skills. I had a similar situation. Once I got rid of unnecessary storage, I was able to save more. Also, make a budget. Even a little optimization helps a lot. If you love online sales, you can expand this direction. Look for products that are easy to resell for a profit. I did this with electronics. I bought on sale, fixed it up a bit, and sold it for more. The extra income will take you to the next level. Start putting even a little money into index funds or ETFs. Even $50 to $100 a month will grow over time. I started with minimal investments, and after 5 years, I saw that it really works. The main thing is to start now, even with small amounts. The story is funny. I thought I was stuck in a quarry, and then a client invited me to his home to look at his drainage system. He turned out to be a local millionaire. Through him, I found a dozen more such clients. Networks are everything. Don't be shy about telling everyone what you can do, and clients will find you. Do you have a paid-off car? That's great. If you have the time and inclination, consider selling it and buying a cheaper car. You can put the difference into savings. I've done this a few times and was able to put aside more than I expected. Dude, I've been in your situation. You have two paths. Either grow in your profession, like getting certified as a master plumber, or find a way to make a side income your main income. I personally chose both paths. It was hard, but the results were worth it. Advice from personal experience: check your spending. I once found out that I was subscribed to 3 different streaming services that I hardly used. After cleaning my budget, I freed up almost $100 a month. Small changes equals big effect. A funny little story. My friend once decided to save money on car repairs and change the brakes himself. A month later, he spent more than $2,000 to fix his mistake. In your case, you should think about professional training. It's an investment in yourself that will definitely pay off. The most important thing in your situation is to see the long term. I started with the minimum wage, but then began to specialize in installing energy-efficient systems. Clients value specialists who know modern technologies. Take a couple of courses, even online. This can give you an advantage. I had a similar situation. You know what helped? Changing neighborhoods. I moved to a neighboring city where the average rate for plumbers was $5 higher, and that opened up new opportunities. If you have mobility, consider it. When I was your age, I bought a house through a low-down payment program. Yes, it was difficult, but I rented out the rooms. Over time, it started to make money. Maybe I should consider investing in real estate. I was stuck in the same situation once. I decided I need more experience. I started taking on difficult projects, even if it was scary at first. This strengthened my reputation, and now clients call me for big money because I am an expert in difficult tasks. Don't be afraid to go beyond your comfort zone. I want to give you an unconventional piece of advice. Start your own YouTube channel or blog. Make videos about life hacks for plumbers, repair tips, tools. It will take time, but if the content is useful, you can earn additional income from monetization. I also worked as a plumber's assistant, and a good mentor helped me out. He told me how to communicate with clients so that they see you not just as an employee, but as an expert. You'd be surprised how much this helps in getting better orders and extra tips. The secret to success: learn to negotiate. When I gained more experience, I approached my boss with evidence of my effectiveness. How many orders I completed, how satisfied the clients were. As a result, I got myself a 20% raise. Know how to prove your value. The biggest misconception is to think that your salary is the maximum. In this profession, it is important to make a name. If clients begin to know you personally, they will recommend you to their friends. Start building your network even while you are working for the company. Funny story. I once took on a small job, fixing a faucet for my grandmother. It turned out that her son owned a chain of restaurants, and through him, I got a big contract. Always do even small orders well. They can open unexpected doors. I understand your situation, my friend. One piece of advice that changed my life: always save at least 10% of your income, even if it seems difficult. It's not just savings, it's your personal opportunity fund. When the amount accumulates, you can invest or start your own business. I once took on a part-time job for a neighbor, fixing a leaky toilet. When I finished, he paid me cash and gave me a whole box of tools that he no longer uses. Some of them were worth $300 apiece. Now, I always ask customers if they have unnecessary things. Once, I even got a motorcycle. When I was 25, I thought I was financially stuck too. So I decided to quit my job and go on a long hike through the Appalachian Mountains, thinking I'd find enlightenment. The result? I came home with debt and a lot of memories. I can't say it was the best way to get out of financial stagnation, but at least it made me realize that I had to work for myself. My weirdest part-time job was in the 90s. A client asked me to install an extra faucet outside. It turned out he wanted to use it to grow plants, which the police definitely wouldn't approve of. I took the money and never saw him again. But now, I always ask him what my work is for. My mistake in my youth: I tried to save on food by eating only canned goods. By the fourth week, I was so tired that I ordered a $100 pizza, ate it in one evening, and then spent the next week on water and pasta. Saving is cool, but don't overdo it. I had a client who said he would only pay me for an hour's work. The faucet was so old that instead of fixing it, I offered to replace it entirely. He refused, and I had to sit on the floor and fix it for 5 hours for $15. But after that, I learned to set my terms in advance. I was also stuck in a low-paying job when I was young, but I decided to learn a new skill: repairing washing machines. At first, it was just a hobby, and then I started charging for repairs. A couple of years later, I opened my own small service. Sometimes additional skills become your springboard. A storage space can be your hidden opportunity. I had the same extra storage space, and one day I decided to sell everything that was stored there. As a result, I made about $2,000 for unnecessary things, freed up space, and a little financial freedom. A plumber's job is not just about pipes. I once installed a water filtration system for a client, and 6 months later, he invited me to work on a contract at his company. Now, I work for myself and earn twice as much. Clients often open new doors. The story is funny. I was once paid for a job with potatoes. The client was a farmer and had no cash. I took the potatoes, sold them to my neighbors, and earned more than I expected. Sometimes barter can be unexpectedly profitable. I once decided to save money and went to a tool sale. I bought the whole set for $50, but they were so bad that they broke on the first job. I had to spend $300 on new ones. Lesson: don't skimp on things that make money.